Today we're opening Konami's new insane set, Quarter Century Stampede. What's up, guys? We are back with yet another rarity collection. This is not technically rarity collection 4, though it probably is RA04 on the cards. It's the second version of the Quarter Century Bonanza, which is called the Quarter Century Stampede, which I'm sure you guys have heard about because there's been a lot of hype around it. Bonanza was one of the best sets in Yu-Gi-Oh history. People were pumped about it. It was amazing that the nostalgia subset inside. Well, they decided, Konami is who I'm speaking of, they decided, you know what, Rarity 1 works so well. Quarter Century Bonanza was an absolute bonanza. People loved it. It was amazing. Let's make a second version called Quarter Century Stampede. Now, before we get into it, before we discuss about this set, before we open this up, let's do the giveaway. I'll be giving away a booster box of one of these boxes, just like the video. Be subscribed, turn on notifications. Let me know down below, what do you think about this set? Also, shout out Frontline Games in the comments because they let me open some packs for them. They are my local store in Clarksville, Tennessee. If you guys are ever in the area, whether it's Nashville, Clarksville, Southern Kentucky, you can probably find Frontline. So go there. Go tell them that Ruxin sent you. Tell them that you appreciate them letting me open up all these boxes. And also, if you want to grab some of this with Sassyotto's code, we have a link in the description. So click that, use 5% off discount code, which you can find in the description as well. To support the channel as an affiliate link. So there's a lot of ways to buy. You can go to Frontline, you can check out Sassyotto, support the channel. There's a lot of good things. Let's get to the actual meat of the video. So I'm going to open these boxes up. Take a look at them. They're pretty cool. The back doesn't have much going on. I remember the good old days when the back was like actually part of the thing. Now it's just silver. You know, now it's just me. Hey guys, what's going on? Good to see you. What's that? What's that sound out there? Does anybody hear that? That sounds kind of like a stampede. But a stampede of what? What's coming? What? Oh, here it is. 15 free dollars on Whatnot. 15 free dollars on Whatnot is stampeding right to your fingertips. All you have to do is click the link in the description of this video and you'll get 15 free dollars on Whatnot if you're a new user. Oh, that sounds pretty cool, right? I mean, what could be better than that? Maybe the fact that Quarter Century Stampede, a set with 305 different cards in it, is coming out this week, and we're going to be opening it on Thursday at 4 p.m. Central. And also, if you buy one of my $20 bundles, you will get a free Stampede pack included in your order as long as you're a new user. That's 7 packs for $20, and if you're a new user, subtract $15 from that with your credit, make it $5, and then add a Stampede pack to make it 8 packs for $5. And of course, you'll have the opportunity to win Stampede packs live on the stream, and you guys will have a chance to pull some of the best cards in the set, like the 6 alternate art Dark Magicians. It's going to be amazing. So I want to see you guys there at 4 p.m. Central. We're going to be doing giveaways of booster packs and booster boxes of the set as well. So don't miss it. Okay, so let's talk about this set. As we kind of mentioned early, this is Bonanza number 2, right? So it's a pretty exciting set in my opinion. Though I have seen many people out there say they are not as excited about Stampede. They don't think it's as good as some of the others. And some are even saying it's bad. They're saying it's a bad set, which to me is a little bit insane. Though I am gonna say, look guys, here's what I've been saying for a long time. You guys remember when they first did Rarity 1, I said we need to wait 5 years for the next one. Obviously we're on number 4 in 2 years, so they obviously didn't listen to me. And people were like, why would we do that? The set's amazing, right? It's so good, like we should do one all the time. Well, here's why. People are starting to not necessarily like them as much. So with Rarity 1 to Rarity 2, remember Rarity 2, people didn't like it as much because it's really hard to live up to Rarity 1, right? Because the set was so good. Well, same thing's happening with Bonanza versus Stampede. Stampede is now kind of like, oh, this isn't as good as Bonanza. And why is that? Here's why. In a reprint set, and just in general, think about movies, the sequel, it's really tough for a sequel to live up to the original. I mean, Toy Story 2 did it, but for the most part, I mean, Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, though that is in a trilogy, so it's a little different. But there's very few sequels that you're like, heck yeah, like Die Hard 2, definitely as good as Die Hard 1. No, obviously not. So like for the most part, it doesn't really happen. And you might be like, this isn't movies, this is cards, right? This is cardboard. This doesn't have anything to do with that. Well, it's actually even harder to live up in a second reprint set because the first reprint set is now already out and has reprinted all these cards. So you can't pick those again. So your pool just got smaller of what you can reprint. So Rarity 1, all the options. So it was obviously amazing. Just all good choices. Rarity 2, not quite as good as Rarity 1 because there was less available. Rarity 3, okay, it was good because they put the nostalgia set in. Rarity 4, oh wait, there's been 3 Rarity collections and we've already done the nostalgia thing. It's getting hard to live up. So that's a little sketchy. We'll talk about this a little more. Let's get into the actual opening. I know I'm taking a little bit, but keep that in mind when you're like, man, this set sucks. You know, it doesn't doesn't suck. Honestly, I mean, for what I've seen, it looks pretty good. And obviously, I'm a little biased. We got the Petite Moth in here somewhere, but I mean, this is one reason right here. Typhon got a reprint. This used to be like a $26 card, even already had a Megaten reprint. So this is a nice card to get a reprint. There's a Wind Up Shark. So this is in the nostalgia set. Another thing to mention, there's 105 core set cards, not 81 like normal. They added 24 more. So there's so many cards in this set. So it is going to be hard to pull certain cards that you would like. So it is going to be tough there. And I believe it works the exact same way where the very first card is going to be a nostalgia card. So I'm not going to do pack trick today. Let's just go right to it. Zodiac Raptier. Okay, so that's in the nostalgia set. 200 cards still in the nostalgia set. So that's the same as before. Hero Lives. Ambitious Swamp Ship. Amp Blow Whale. Okay, Splash Mage. And Splash Mage is a pretty good link too. It's used in some certain decks, and Goaty. Let's keep it going. And if you remember, guys, about Bonanza, the core set actually was not really all that exciting. It was really the nostalgia set that was like, wow, this is like really, really good. There's Engraver. That's a huge core set card because Engraver is obviously really good, and Fiendsmith's in a lot of different decks. So this being a reprint and being even a super, like having access at a super is going to make it a lot cheaper. Ash Blossom, more Prince of Ash. We get the Feet Ash Ultra. We get the 7th Ascension. Really nice. And then our first QCR, a Mystic Piper. This is a core set card. Number 5, it looks like. So that's pretty decent. Okay. First QCR, core set card. Let's see. Yeah, because the only place you can get nostalgia QCRs is in this first slot, and that's why it's so hard to complete the full set, which, by the way, we will be doing on Saturday. If you guys want to see me open the entire set until I get every single card, all 305 different cards in every single version that they're in. So it's going to be very, very long, like all day Saturday kind of thing. So 11 p.m. or 11 a.m., I should say, starting. We probably won't be done by 11 p.m. So come on, the YouTube stream. It's going to be fun. Dimensional Prison. We're also going to be live on Whatnot tomorrow. So it's going to be a lot of good stuff going on. Dimensional Prison. That's good for Edison. Splash Mage. Onomatopoeia. Okay. That's a nice card. And Evil Hero, a Dusty Gold, which was just making a comeback in the $1,000 investment, but not so much anymore. All right. More Stampede. I do like the look of I think the look of the pack is pretty cool. I like it. The gold / yellow brown air like kind of style there. There's Stellar Knight. Number 106 Giant Hand. So we got a reprint of the prize card. I think it was reprinted in Abyss Rising, right? Legendary, no, sorry, not Abyss Rising. Legendary Duelist, Duels from the Deep. That's completely different. That was way later. Luna Light, we have 7th Ascension and another QCR, Crystron Quan. Okay, nice QCR. That's another core set one. I'm assuming you're going to get 6 or 7 QCRs per box like you did last time. I think it was 3 and 3 before, so it might be 6 before. Dark Magician Girl. Okay, there's the Duelist Pack Yugi print. Nice. Crystron Phoenix. There's a bunch of nostalgia cards in here. So if you're like an old school collector, you're probably going to like this one because there's like 6 Dark Magician arts. There's like 3 Blue Eyes, couple Dark Magician Girls. I think that is a problem for certain people. Yeah, I got Cowboys in here. That's cool. That is a problem for certain people. They're like, just not enough like relevant meta stuff. But these are all nostalgia slot cards. So it's like nostalgia, Dark Magician Blue Eyes. It's kind of the definition of it, right? So I know they wanted, certain people wanted like other like Edison cards and stuff like that. Miscellaneousaurus. Fuwalos is in here. Yeah, that's a big one as well. Fuwalos is going to be accessible because if it's an Ultra, it's probably going to be in a Super as well. So that's going to be a lot easier to get for all you people trying to play that. Dratron Nova. I mean, basically everybody's playing it now because no Max C in the TCG. So, I mean, Engraver, Fuwalos, those are both huge. Typhons in the course or in the main set. There's Hanzo, our first QCR of the nostalgia set. We've only gotten one of those. I'm going to keep track of how many of those are in here just to kind of try to gauge what Saturday is going to be like. Winda. Okay. I've played a lot of Winda, but I've now found myself as a Floodgate hater. So I've done it before, but I'm not a huge fan. Stan's Dojo. And yeah, it used to be in my deck for Alistair, Invoke, Dogmatica, Shadal, whatever, I forgot one of them. Okay. Forbidden Chalice. Okay. Our next nostalgia card. Forbidden Chalice. Didn't already have one. Interesting. I think there was another Forbidden card maybe, but that's pretty good. Geeskill Lilla, Crystron Quan, and Mystic Piper Secret Rare. So far, pretty decent. And what do I think? I know we talked a little bit about how, like, it just can't live up. I know it's not going to live up to Bonanza, because Bonanza had such an insane nostalgia set. It was so good. The core set was good. Alistair Altar. Okay, trying to win me over. Trying to win me over over here. I see you. Trying to win me over, Stampede. I'm going to call it Bonanza a million times, by the way. So if I do that, just sorry. Esper Girl, but it's got Alistair Altar, it's got Petite Moth in the main set or in the nostalgia set, so I know I'm going to be a fan of that. but it's not going to live up. It's not going to live up to Bonanza. It was really, really good, but it's going to be pretty good, right? It's got Fiendsmith Desiree in the core set. I mean, I don't know how much this was worth, but that's a pretty nice card. So, I mean, there's some good stuff. Esper Girl Collector Rare. If they're going to be doing these every 6 months, sure, it might not be as good as, you know, Rarity 1. It's definitely not going to be. I mean, there's going to be good cards in all of these. The problem is they're doing so many reprints in a row. There's Anguish. We haven't gotten our, by the way, we have got to talk about Magia that's in here, but, which I have talked about on Ruxin Live. If you guys haven't seen it, go check out my second channel, which I've been posting a bunch over there. Some stuff's Yu-Gi-Oh! Some stuff's random, you know, Sam and Dion playing basketball, stuff like that. But there's a lot going on. So yeah, it's not going to live up. Dark Magicians is cool, but it's still going to be a decent set, though. If we keep doing these every 6 months, they are going to run out of good cards. Like, eventually, the set's just not going to be as good, right? It's going to be hard to live up to those Rarity 1s and Rarity 2s. All right, let's talk about a little Magia. Okay, this just recently got, I believe, unbanned on the ban list. So, White Dragon Viper Burster. Let's talk about a little Magia, okay? Should we talk about Magia? There's a Splash Mage. That is a core set one, right? For some reason, I don't know why, I made a video about this, and then still people didn't watch the video. They just assume, oh yeah, he's mad about Magia. I'll tell you what I am mad about is people assuming that I'm mad about Magia. You know what that tells me? You didn't watch my videos. You're just making assumptions and then like forcing it on me, which is annoying. I will tell you that. When you don't watch all the things I said. I did made a lot of Magia videos, so I understand if you don't watch them all, but early on, I'm like, this card's overvalued. It's gonna get a reprint. I said it a million times for Royal Oppression. Annoying card, but good for Edison. It's gonna get a reprint. I said it. I went back and watched an old video, and I said a year. And honestly, that was too short because it was like 9 months. I was like, it's definitely gonna get reprinted. A lot of people said, no, it's not. It's gonna be 5 years before they reprint it. They might never reprint it. They were not right. I mean, obviously, to me, it's not obvious, but, oh, well, to me, it's obvious. So it's not obvious to everybody. But I thought it was obviously going to get a reprint just because of how popular the card is. Once they saw the craze of Magia, if they were somehow thinking of not reprinting it, they're like, oh, wow, people really want this card. You know, we better reprint it to sell a set. And the way they reprint stuff now, I mean, there was just no way it was dodging a reprint. So it is in the set. And am I upset about it? Not in the least. I don't care at all that it's been reprinted. I'm actually happy because I know a lot of people wanted it for their decks because a lot of people didn't get it because it was ridiculously priced right off the bat. And like me, they were like, I'm not paying for that. That's just too expensive. Sage with Eyes of Blue, I need to get a QCR playset of those. And well, Black Metal Dragon for the new Red Eye support. Not very good. Not new. It's in Master Duel, but new in Master Duel, I guess. Not that good. Cross Crusader for the heroes. And so now there's going to be, but they did short print it. They did, or not, was sort of short print it. They didn't put it as supers or ultras or secrets, which of course, but even then, there's going to be an actual accessible version that's not like $800, which, guess what? I am actually okay with that happening. You know, the not being one print for $800 of a brand new card. Yeah, I am not against that. I know some people assume because I'm pack open guy and I do $1,000 investment on TCGPlayer that I want everyone to not be able to afford cards. That is not how I feel. Galaxy has Photon alt art is insane, by the way. That is better than that might be better than the original art. I'm not going to say it's better. It's at least as good. It's at least as good. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's really nice. So, the alt arts, that's what I haven't gotten to talk about. So enough of Magia, but basically, please don't be the people that are like, haha, bro's mad. They reprinted his $1,000 card. I'm not mad. It's right here. It's going to be here forever. That's going to be in the background just for the moments, you know? And it was given to me as well. So it was like, I pulled it, but it was given to me. So it's like, it's a gift. It's something I want to keep. It's not like I was going to like be like, yeah, I can't wait till this thing's 2,000. I'm going to resell it and make 2 times the money or whatever. That was never the plan. Especially since I wouldn't anyway, because I paid a lot more than that to actually open the packs. But okay, enough of that. Let's go to the alt arts. The alt arts in this set, some of them are amazing. I won't say they're all amazing because there are some that I'm like, I don't know about that, you know? There's some I'm like, you know, these are not amazing. But there are some I really like the Dark Magician art. There's a lot of Dark Magicians, but there's a specific one that I'm a big fan of, and eventually we will pull it, and I will mention it to you guys. But Trap Dash Shoot, nice. Astro Karibo's in here. Transaction Rollback. That's another really good card. Okay, Drytron and Lunalight Perfume. So there's some really cool sides of the set. If you like compare it to Rarity 1 or Bonanza, it's going to be hard to live up to that. It's going to be really hard to live up to those because Rarity 1 was the first of its kind. Like, it was like similar to an OCG set, you know, in that way. And when they had the entire card pool to choose from, essentially, they just had a infinite advantage over anything after. So Rarity 2 obviously couldn't live up. And they did that weird thing with the 9-card packs that I don't think people liked. Ooh, and there is a nice, that's the Mega 10 reprint art. That is a nostalgic QCR. That's beautiful. Left arm offering. But yeah, so, and then Bonanza kind of revamped how these work. Like, they were like, hey, now you get to have 200 extra, well, 200 extra cards, but in the 2 different rarities, you know, like the nostalgia cards. They introduced that. So that was something that kind of changed everything, you know? So that was like a new thing. Well, this is not new in any way. It's just the second version of Bonanza, right? It's just another version of a really cool set. So it just can't. There's too many cards that have been reprinted, right? So it's not going to be as good. But I am not one of those people. Like, I know a lot of people are like, ew, this set sucks because it doesn't have, I think Bestials and Kashtira were the big complaints. Like, they missed Bestial, missed Kashtira. Well, they did just put Druis Worm to 1. So that's going to make it not as egregious because Druis Worm, you only need 1 copy, not 3. So you don't have to pay, I think they were 18 bucks or something. So that would have been a $54 playset, which is a lot of money for a playset of like something that's a super or a secret rare reprint. That's a lot. I get it. But when you only have to buy 1, it's 18. It's not nearly as bad. Like, that cuts it down. That's essentially like it being a playset of a $6 card. And that gets me into something else. Kashtira Fenrir was a big thing. Like, oh no, how am I gonna get my Fenrirs? This is crazy. They didn't put them in there. Like, you know, they're so good and I need them and I can't afford them. I looked them up and I'm like, okay, man, are these that expensive? Because like, I don't remember them being so expensive. There's Crimson Dragon used in Blue Eyes. Very cool. I looked them up. They were $8 for the secret rare reprint of the Mega 10. And I'm like, are we really saying the set sucks because it doesn't have an $8 card? Like, that's a $24 playset. Like, it's not a cheap card by any means. Definitely has some value to it. There's Clear Wing, Fuwalos. By the way, if you've noticed, we haven't pulled a Petite Moth yet. A lot of people keep asking me, oh, am I going to sell Petite Moths? They're not going to be easy to pull, especially the QCRs, but the Platinums would be a little bit more prevalent. But back to the Kashtira Fenrir. I'm like, we're judging a 305 card set because there's not an $8 card in there. That seemed a little, I know they probably wanted all the Kashtiras in there versus just that specific one, but the Kashtira cards are not really that crazy. Like, I bet the engine is, you know, probably $100 or something like that, you know, which is a lot of dollars. Like, it doesn't sound like a lot compared to Yu-Gi-Oh deck prices, but it is still quite a bit. But it's not like that hadn't had a reprint and those are like $25 each. You know, they're not that crazy. They're not like Typhon, which is only a one of in some decks. So I get used more Kashtira cards in general, but I wouldn't judge this whole set. Like, sure, they missed not putting those in here. I agree. They probably should have put those cards in here, but why did they not? They probably are thinking, look, we need cards for Battles of Legend. Like, Battles of Legend, if we reprint everything, Battles of Legend is going to be terrible. No one's going to buy it. So they kind of have to think like that. So some things, like, I would imagine the Bestials and the Kashtira stuff will be in Battles of Legend just because, like, they're like, we got to sell this thing. So we got to put some good cards in here. So there are going to be misses, right? There's the Caesar Valius, Vanquish Soul stuff. There are definitely going to be misses because they're thinking ahead for the future and because there's just been, you know, there's always going to be a card that you wish was in here, right? There's always going to be some old format card that didn't make it. There's always going to be something like that. It does suck when they don't make it, but I would not judge the entire set. I think the set's still pretty awesome. Like, I'm excited for this set and all the cool things in it. Is it going to live up to those other ones? I'm going to let you guys decide that, but it seems like a lot of people early on are thinking no. But even if it's not as good as Bonanza or Rarity 1, I mean, that's a high bar. Like, if you're even close to Bonanza or Rarity 1, you're a great set. And there's still some really good stuff, like all the Charmers in here. QCR Altart Alistair, that's pretty sick. Is he in the core set too? Oh, heck yes. That's awesome. That's awesome. So overall, I'm super excited. I know I've been talking a little bit about the negatives of it, I guess, but I am super excited for this set. I think it's going to be good. Metaltronus. It's very exciting with all the alternate arts. I think they put a lot of my favorite cards in here, so I'm obviously a little biased. I mean, one of the stupidest cards ever. Sorry, Petite Moth, but that got put in here. I know some people are mad about it because it's in here. It's taking up a slot, but there are an extra 24 slots in this set, so just throwing that out there. There's over 300 cards. Dark Magician got damaged. That is a pretty cool art of Dark Magician too, but Sadly, that got a little ding on the corner. Okay, Zodiac Barrage. But I am excited. I'm excited for all this cool stuff. Big Welcome Labyrinth. Man, there's some good cards in here. Vanquish Soul, Big Welcome Labyrinth. I know some people were mad because they only put Noir in here and they didn't put the X, I think it's X Pearly Noir, the big one, in here as well. So that is sort of weird. I see why they would be like, I wish they were both in here, you know, because it would make more sense. Drytron Nova. Drytron Nova was a big card when it came out. Prince Illusion Magician, Secret Rare. But overall, I think it's a good set, man. Like, I think it's a super fun collector set, or not collector set, because there's so many cool like cards. Star Drawing made it in here. Wow, a little ding in the corner, just like Bonanza, these corners. And I haven't noticed him being as bad, though. Shout out to the Fiber Jar, baby. I just love how there's a card called Star Drawing, and one of the main moments of the TCG Player investment was when we got a card from a seller who had drawn a star on the back of it. Fiber Jar, it was crazy. So that's kind of funny. Miscellaneous Saurus coming back, Dinos, and Live Twins also. So some pretty nice cards in here. Miscellaneous Saurus is still at 0, right? For the TCG. Magical Meltdown is in here. Wow. QCR Meltdowns and QCR Alistair. Is Invocation Altar in here? Because if that's the case, you can really bling out your deck. That's awesome. I'm going to need those. Terraforming and Ash Blossom. There's some cards I'm actually going to be like, yeah, I'm keeping those, buddy. 3 packs left. Once again, shout out to Frontline for allowing me to open these. Personally, I'm pumped about this set. Like, we're seeing a lot of really cool stuff. There's the Black Dragon Collapsed Serpent. So both of those got moved on the ban list just the other day. Fiendsmith Desiree Ultimate Rare, Gaga Magician. That's our first like real 4-hitter right there. A Hero Lives. That was one of our, top packs so far in terms of high rarity. 2 left. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's the red Eyes Black Dragon art. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got more stuff coming out this week. I'm going to be opening more of this set over the next couple days, and then Saturday we're opening until we get the entire set. So yeah, please be there on Saturday. I'm going to need your support. I am actually dreading it a little bit because of how long it's going to be. I like the set, but after a few hours, you're kind of like, when is this going to end? And it's going to be well over a few hours. So please be there and support me on Saturday. It's a YouTube stream only. So hop on over to YouTube, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you'd like. By the way, we're almost at 280K. We might be able to hit that on Saturday if we don't by then. So that's pretty exciting. Last pack Magic. Here we go. Ana Pata Maria. Okay. And World Seeds Atlantis. Not a bad link either. I think it's usually a one of them. All right, guys, let me know what you think about the set. We've talked basically about everything you could talk about with this set, but there will be more coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow, officially, there will be a 1v1 Stampede versus Bonanza box battle. So you're going to want to be here for tomorrow. Don't miss Thursday's Whatnot stream. It's going to be really awesome. I'm going to be giving away packs, giving away boxes, opening this new set. And then, of course, Saturday. Please be there. Please support me, guys. It's going to be like... It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly, but we're going to try to complete the set. And I'm going to need your support. So let's have some fun. Let's do some mega packs, stuff like that. So I'll see you guys then. Make sure you subscribe and check out Roxon34.com. Blue Eyes White Dragon in the last pack. So we have Transforming Sphere. Did we get Dark Arm Dragon? Let's go. We just have to believe. Believe.